Hello everyone, SimValera is back and with a brand new series. This one is called Building Moscow. So what does that mean? As you can probably already know, what you usually get from me is a final result of, like mini London or mini Berlin. Those been things, such things happened. So this time I thought maybe it would be interesting for you to see the actual building process, and maybe you're curious how it all has been done. So that's what's going on right now on the screen, and I'll try to comment over this building process. Hopefully it will work out. So what is going on right now is I'm trying to put a highway. In real life it is called Moscow Ring Road. So yeah, as you can see there on the map, that's just how city of Moscow looks like from the above perspective. These circles. So yeah, that's kind of like a highway, and if you live in the middle of the circle, that means you have plenty of money because it's freaking expensive. And what I do now is I'm trying to connect the city with a nice and smooth roundabout, and yeah, see, and it wasn't perfect. As always, it can never be perfect at the first time as you put it, so sometimes you just gotta play around with it and hope that things will work out. And yes, there it is. So looking good. Am I right? I hope so. So how can we make it look like Moscow? I think you know the answer. Yes, there it is. St. Basil's Cathedral. It can never be Moscow without it. So, and that's basically how I always build the cities that exist in real world. I put something that represents the city, like with Mini London it was Big Ben and the London Eye. So I put it and then just kind of play around with it and add some details, some other buildings, maybe landmarks, whatnot, and other good stuff. So St. Basil's Cathedral is there. What are we missing else? The Kremlin, of course. But possibilities are not that endless as they usually say in the trailers of the games. So I was trying to find a landmark that will look like the Kremlin, and there were two buildings. This first one from Poland, the palace, and this one is from Sweden. I think it's the parliament, and I ended up putting in the parliament there. There it is. I think it works alright. What do you think? I think I'll just leave it there. And what I do now is I'm working with surrounding the square with some other buildings. This is the museum that I've downloaded on Simtropolis. You can find it in the mods section. And yeah, I'm just putting buildings around the square, and I mean the square, the red square, of course. And this is what I'm not actually really sure about, and you'll see what I mean in seconds. By the way, right now I'm just trying to find a nice building that will look nice. In real life there's a historic museum, Russian, Moscow, Russian, whatever, historic museum. So for the red square there were two options. First, as you can see, I'm trying to play with bugs. I was thinking, what can I do? Because obviously you can't leave just the grass. It's not okay. So I was playing around with this. What are they called? Pedestrian paths. Yes, roads, pedestrian, whatever. You know what I mean. So yeah, you can see right there kind of how it looks. And I don't know still. I mean, it's the pavement, and that's a good thing about it. But still, I don't know, please tell me what you think. Because I just ended up getting rid of it. I don't know. I mean, take a look. Yeah, you know what I mean. So, kind of yes, kind of no, so I decided no. And yeah, I ended up putting bugs instead, and you'll see, yep, one by one, deleted. And now that's when I start playing around with bugs, because I thought maybe it doesn't have to be perfectly correct, like look exactly like in real life. Maybe it just has to look nice. Yeah, that's the goal. To make city looks familiar, looks kind of like Moscow, but still more important than I think that it needs to look nice. So yeah, and yeah, just trying to fit them so everything would look okay. And it always takes a lot of time just to fit it all. Yeah, you always have to play around with it. Some rows, then delete it, then again add in, then again delete it. It never fast. It never goes fast. So yeah, just trying to make it look symmetric. And yeah, and then it will look like a giant, not the giant, a big park instead of square. But hey, I think that's okay, right? I hope it is. So yeah, again, it doesn't fit for some reason. I don't know why, but it just wouldn't let me fit. See, and then adding the road. It always takes a lot of time and patience, but it pays off. So yes, adding the final box. You see, like, what the hell? Why? I don't know. And that is it. There we have it. Our red square slash bug, not so red, but hey, that's okay. We will leave it as it is right there. And now, what do I do next? Oh yeah, I was thinking about adding maybe adding some trees. Didn't let me to. Okay, we'll live without them. And yeah, I was thinking about what to put, what to do next. So Bill's Cathedral, the Kremlin, Red Square, everything is there. So we need to try and add something else. This churches I was thinking about, because the Kremlin is actually a lot bigger. It's like the castle, kind of, the castle walls, and it's like 4 times the size of St. Basil's Cathedral. So yeah, I was thinking maybe I should somehow make it bigger, but I never did. I'll just leave it like that. So what? Yeah, adding some more bugs, because it's it would be the fancy area of our city. Again, doesn't fit as I would like it to. No problem. We'll just work with what we have. And yeah, I'm trying just to add some more buildings. In this area, by the way, there are a lot of hotels, and I think they will make a lot of money. Like, come on, there's 2 landmarks, plenty of parks, museum. It has to pay off, just has to. So yeah, what I will try and do now, Um, you know, in real Moscow, there's you know, there's a lot of parks in this area and fountains. So I was thinking about adding a pond or somewhat like that with this river forming too, as you could see. But the water level is just not okay. I wish it was higher. So, and there, what does university does there? You might ask. Well, in real Moscow there is the Bolshoi Theatre, and there you can see on the picture how it looks like. It has these columns and this roof that lies on them, whatever. So I was trying to find a building that will look like the Bolshoi Theatre. Obviously I can't find the actual one, so I think university looks alright. You know, it has these columns and the roof and the park in front of it. I think it works. Yeah, I actually really like how it looks right there. Then I was thinking about adding some more buildings surrounding, because you know, in this area there are a lot of historic buildings from, you know, 18th, 19th centuries. In other parts of Moscow there are more of like huge tall apartment buildings, and I'm sure we will have a lot of them in the future in this city. But for now, parks, landmarks, architectural, nice looking buildings, and yeah, adding to try some more trees, trying to make it look symmetric. See, there's two lines of trees. It never works out at first, but hey, now it looks good, looking good. And then I'm adding even more parks, because you know, you can have too many of them in this area. And yeah, adding some more parks, more and more, trying to find a nice solution, because you won't let me fit. Adding some more pedestrian paths so people could walk around them, have some good time. Yeah, creating a nice park area, adding some more trees, some more details, and we're almost finished actually. In the next episode I think I will work with city facilities and apartment buildings and other stuff, and I don't think this series will take that long. I mean, built in Moscow, because I'm not a big fan of long running series, you know. Maybe 3 or 4 episodes, we'll see. And please tell me what you think, what is your opinion. I'm curious, I really am. What should I do next? What were my mistakes maybe? Give this video a like if you liked it. But until next time, stay tuned and goodbye.